Welcome to Ophiuchus Tarot. We are back again with another channeled message for the collective. But before we jump right in and get started, I just want to take a moment, say hi, and welcome to new subscribers. I am so happy to have you on board with us. Thank you for becoming part of the Ophiuchus tribe. As always, it is an absolute honor and blessing to read for each and every single one of you. That being said, we're going to jump in. Let's see what Spirit has in store for you all today. Let's see, what's this energy about today? The Lovers in reverse. Okay, I just heard they've made a choice. They've made a choice. You've made a choice. Who is this? Okay. What I'm kind of getting from this is somebody has made a choice. Now, I don't know if this is you or your person. I'm going to say it one way, hopefully to keep the confusion down to a minimum. But if you need to flip it, right? As always, these are general readings, so take what resonates, toss the rest if it's not for you. Leave it out here on the board. It's for someone else. What I'm getting here, someone has decided that they are not going to give to a situation. They've made the choice. They're not ready for it. It's not happening right now. Too much has gone on. I feel like somebody needs a break. I do feel like maybe this is you. Maybe you've decided that you just don't want to give to a situation right now because you've already been through some battles. Maybe you just need a little rest in between, right? Rest and rejuvenation. But the opportunity for commitment is here. Now, just because the opportunity is there doesn't mean you have to take it, right? Yeah, I feel like if this person really wants the opportunity with you, then they may wait. I feel like this person may actually wait around for when you're ready. Interesting. Let's see. Has this person been waiting already? There's a backstory here. There's definitely a backstory here. Okay. Speaking the truth. I heard something along the lines like, I'm not going to step into something until you speak the truth. So I don't know if this person from the past had done certain things that were not above board. I just kind of feel like I hear that they messed around and they found out. Basically, it's like they found out that they couldn't do certain things. They couldn't betray you and you'd still be sitting there waiting for them. And I feel like now's the time where they might be scrambling to try and fix things with you. But I feel like you've made your choice, that you're walking away from it. You can see it very clearly for what it is or what it was. They want to communicate now, but I don't feel like they have the power to do what they want to do. They may try to resort to sneaky behaviors to get you to give into them. I don't love the Magician in reverse, especially sitting on top of the Seven of Swords. So there's some type of thievery going on here. I don't know if they're trying to take something physical from you. Could be. I don't know. I feel like maybe this person's not used to being told no, and you very clearly stated a boundary with this person, and now they're losing their mind. That's kind of what I'm feeling like. It's like, yeah, the Tower in reverse. Let's fix this. And it's like, I hear hell or high water by any means necessary. It's like, I feel like this person may be serious, but I feel like the lengths that they would go to make it happen are probably not above board. I don't love it. I have to tell you, I don't love it. I don't love this energy or the way that this person is thinking that it's okay to handle you just so they can get their own way. I feel like you're passionately moving forward in your own life. And for them, that's a losing situation, right? if you're moving forward and you're passionate about where you're going and what you're doing and you're self-focused and you're not focused on them anymore, and I hear they just can't play around with you anymore, they lose. Their victory is gone. And I get the feeling that this person doesn't like to lose. They're not celebrating with you if you're out celebrating your life. They're not happy about that. They don't want you to have other options in love either. They don't want you to be strong and independent on your own, relying on yourself and your gifts to bring you in abundance, relying on who you are to bring you abundance. I feel like you might be a very talented person. You might have that go-getter spirit, especially when it comes to the things that you want in this lifetime. This is a past person who does not want to let go. They don't want to let go. They don't want to see you thriving. They don't want to see you soaring. And I feel like even if you did give them another chance, which I feel like you're not even thinking about, they would give you the same energy they had before. I just feel like there's no changed behavior. There's no, it's like, this is why you should want me. And he just sits there like this. I don't know. Whether it's masculine, feminine, doesn't matter. I'm talking about the card and the energy, but I just kind of feel like this person is like, I have this, so you should want me. I'm a catch because I'm this. I can do whatever I want because I'm this. Does that make sense to you? This is this person's mentality. Okay. I'm seeing someone look in a mirror and admire themselves, like they're doing their angles and you know, making kissy faces at the mirror and stuff, but it's like it's so narcissistic, and I don't use that word lightly. I don't take that lightly, but that's what I'm getting. The energy is not good. It's like, I look like this so I can do whatever I want. I can hurt people because I look this good. I am what you should want because I look like this, or because I drive this car, or I have this house, or I just don't like it. And I'm not saying everybody that acts like this. I'm saying this person particularly acts this way. Let's see. What else do we have here? You know, they're still waiting for those ships to come back in. I feel like the longer they stand here and wait, the more that they realize that you're not coming back in. And I don't know if this person is too stubborn to make changes or to become a better version of self. I feel like they feel that they can get away with the behavior, and so they'll find someone who will agree with them that their behavior's fine, right? Or that the way that they act is not a big deal. And I feel like it's in order to make you look bad, or I think they surround themselves with yes people all the time, right? And then that makes them look a certain way. Yeah. You've decided you're not going to nurture it. You're going to nurture yourself. You're going to nurture your experiences, the things you want out of life. And I feel like you're not coming back in their direction. Yeah, look, not even slowly. There's no chance. It's like with this is an immovable force. This is it not even getting there, right? It's not slowly getting to the destination. It's just not. And I feel like that's the thing. This person is starting to realize it. I feel like you've had maybe some time to kind of balance yourself out as you're running in the opposite direction. I want to say screaming. I just feel like this person, it's like once you decided that you needed to get out of this, it's like you were running away like your bum was on fire, you know? That's kind of what I'm getting from this. Yeah, no resurrection. No happy family, no emotional connection. I feel like all of these things have been severed, and the way that they were severed was by this person's repeated BS. It's like, every time they hurt you, another part of you just let it go and let it go and let it go until you were like, why am I still standing here? Let me just go in this direction and find my own path, create my own strong foundation, right? And I feel like you're not even looking towards new relationships yet. You just want to do what's right for you, which I love. So you want to go through the healing process. You want to just kind of find yourself and find your passion again. I think that's a really smart move, and I love to see that for you. Is there anything else? Yeah, you're not quite in your Emperor energy yet, but I feel like you will be. You're taking steps to become the highest version of yourself. So you're not quite there yet, but you'll get there. This person may act like a very angry dictator, as a side note. They may come at you from all sorts of angles. They may have others come at you from all sorts of angles. It's like, I feel like this person could be torture if they wanted to. And I feel like once they realize that you're not coming back in, it's like, I see somebody, you ever see somebody have one of those retractable leashes on their dog? And then they can like pull it back in. I feel like that's what this person thought they had on you, was what, like a retractable leash. It's like, oh, I can see them out there. They'll be back. They'll be back. And then as time went on, they're like, okay, they're not coming back. What's going on? And when they try to tug on that leash, they realize that it's been severed, right? It's like you realize that you were still attached and you cut the rest of the cord. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Yeah, they didn't see it coming. They didn't see it coming. You're not defeated out there without them. They thought you would be. They thought you would be worried and upset and heartbroken. And I feel like, you know, you could have been some of those things, but I feel like you realized that if you wanted to provide yourselves with the things that you needed, you were going to be the one to do that for yourself, because this person was truly just not giving you what you needed. So it's like you decided to go off and give it to yourself, right? And I feel like that's what this person doesn't understand. It's like they were banking on the fact that you were weak in some way, or that you would be naive in some way. I hate this. When people mistake your kindness for weakness and your love for weakness, that's what this person did. They thought, oh, they're so weak for me that they'll stay no matter what I do. And I feel like this person is getting the shock of a lifetime. I don't see how, and you might say, I don't see how, but they are. Their ego is that big that they didn't see this coming. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else we need to know about this situation? I love this. You're looking really good right now. And that is adding fuel to the fire for this person. I'm being shown this. I keep getting drawn to this battle of like hot and cold, or fire and ice. And I kind of feel like that's what's going on right now. Right now, your energy is vibing up and up and up. And this person is kind of falling down because of the fact that you're vibing up. They're still connected to your energy, even if you've severed cords, right? And I kind of feel like that's the energy here. They're trying to like fish hook to your coattails, just so they're close by in some sort of way. I feel like I want to say, keep cleansing, keep cord cutting, but you may feel this person tugging heavily on your energy. See, the thing was, you might have thought it was over when they let you run with that cord, until you started doing things for yourself, cutting cords, clearing your energy, chasing your dreams, right? That changes your vibration. And what that does is it rises you up so high. Well, this person didn't realize, because they assumed you'd be out there scrambling, right? Chicken running around with its head cut off, right? So they thought they were allowing you to suffer. They didn't think in any way, shape, or form that you'd be out there thriving. it's almost impossible for this person. This person thought they would be starving you of their time, their effort, their energy, their emotion. Not that I feel like you ever really got real emotion for this person. I feel like for this person, love is a game, love is a war zone. And they get to decide, right? They always make the moves. They have to be in control, right? I do feel like you dodged a bullet in this situation. I feel like you're out here working on yourself. Yeah, that passion's renewed. I feel like you're looking great. And I feel like once they realize this, that's really going to mess them up. Look, they're going to try and match your energy here. It's like passion with passion. They're going to try and prance back in like nothing happened. And they're pretty sold on the fact that you're going to let them back in. I feel like, I don't know. I just, all right, Spirit, what's this? You don't see them in your life or in your future anymore. See, that's the thing. And I feel like that's what you're going to tell them. What's going to happen with this? Oh, okay. So you're going to chase your wishes, hopes, dreams. You're going to have that healing energy. I feel like it's going to be all good. And eventually this person might get to that point. If they ever acknowledge their feelings, or I feel like losing you is a loss, right? They don't realize how much of a loss it is because they never really kind of put enough into it to realize that it could have been something so much more, right? Yeah, they're going to carry that burden. I knew they would. It's like part of them realizes that you're something good, you're something special, you actually cared. I feel like they've dealt with a lot of people who, you know, wear the mask like they do. It's not very often you come across someone who's willing to give genuine love and care, and I feel like you were, until you realize that it was all for naught, right? It's like, this person's playing games, this person's just messing with my energy, this person is messing with my sanity, right? I kind of get that energy here. It's like they created so much upheaval or confusion. It was like a whirlwind. I feel like you got caught up in this, and it's like before you actually realized it, you were in too deep, or maybe you felt like you were already in too deep, something like that. I don't know if this started off very passionate, maybe them telling you what you wanted to hear, gaslighting you, right? I just kind of feel like it was up and down, and in between it was that roller coaster of energy. I feel like, I want to say, I just heard, I can't believe I got out alive. So it's like, I want to say it was a lot for you. Big hugs to you, because wow. I'm so glad that you kind of dodged this as best as you could. I feel like some of you realized it pretty early on and started pulling away. For others, you were in it just a little bit longer than that, and that was even way too much, right? This person will continue to create mess after mess after mess for themselves. This is not one of those learners and growers. These are one of those, I'll show you what it looks like if you don't learn and grow type of souls, right? So keep on moving it forward, keep on pushing into the future, and you will find what you're looking for. Keep focused on yourself, cut cords, clear that energy. There are lots of different ways to do that. I feel like it is necessary after this energy. It is wow. I almost feel like, I don't want to say dizzy with the energy. It's just like my thoughts are racing. My heart rate's higher. I'm unsure or unsteady, right? And this is the way that person operates. They keep you in that fight or flight mode in order to control the situation. They will, you know, their war tactics are to confuse, rile you up, and then to soothe. Well, I'm the one soothing you, but You know, it's like, but you have to forget that I'm also the one riling you, right? If that makes any sense at all. Spirit says, follow those wishes, hopes, and dreams. That's what's most important. Do the healing work, and you'll get where you want to be. I want to say you have no problem leaving this person in the past. You're done playing their crazy games, and rightly so. They'll find another person to play until they can't get away anymore. They've made too much of a mess of the situation, and then they have to bail and find someone else to manipulate, right? It's a shame that's the way things go for that person, because then they'll have other victims, you know? What I love about the situation is I don't see you sitting in victim mentality and taking the BS. You're getting the heck out of there and you're making changes, which doesn't scream victim to me, right? It's like, we can be a victim, but we don't have to set up shop and live there, and you didn't do that, which I really love for you. We've got a couple of standing here. So your initials, their initials. We've got an N, we've got an O, I believe. No, Q, an H and an E. We've got a U up high, an R, a B, an I, 2 O's up top. Okay. Any other messages that may channel through here? I feel like we might have a little bit of heavier energy as we go closer and closer to the full moon. This full moon seems to be having situations bubble up. I hear create surface tension. It's like I'm seeing the bubbles pop, right? And it's like that's what needs to happen. It's like things just need to go. And I feel like these energies are kind of just, it's like bubbling up. And then I hear again, clear sight. And that was the same message from yesterday. So Spirit is really on board with providing every single one of you a lot of clarity. I want to say your gifts, again, are on point, or they will be. I want to say your ability to see into people and situations is beyond compare. I want to say it's unlike anything maybe you've experienced as of yet in this lifetime. I don't know that it's even going to fade after this situation is done. This may be something that stays with you. It's just a new, it's like, I hear new power unlocked. So it may be something like that that stays with you, that level, right? It could be useful in the future as well, moving forward. So that's what I'm getting. There's a lot of you and your power and your ability to use your discernment in ways that create movement for you. And I want to say, help you to see very clearly what's not for you and to make some really quick, I want to say, quick thinking and then quick moves, because I feel like it's all there. Somebody might, I heard you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. Somebody may have tried to, again, I hear gaslight you into thinking that you're always wrong, or they're always right. You need to just listen to them. And I feel like I see somebody at the very end after that person has wasted their breath and they think they've won. And then the other person turns around and says, no, you're wrong. And then they just walk away. It's like, that was it. And I kind of feel like it doesn't have to be a battle. It doesn't have to be a war. You can just do what you need to do. And I feel like you're leaving and almost silently, without much, I want to say without much clapping back at this person, I feel like is really what kind of leads you out into being the winner on the other side. You're not going back and forth with this person. You're just trying to cut the cord. You're just trying to get away. And for some of you, I feel like this is like old news for you. And this person, it's still fresh because they thought you were coming back, right? That's what I'm getting. And I hear her, my ex, or him, my ex. Like somebody's confused. Like, what do you mean? I don't know if somebody else wants to come towards you, someone that they know, saying like, you know, something about dating your ex or something. And I feel like this person is absolutely like, what are you talking about? That's not my ex. And you're out there living your life, right? Unattached. So I do kind of get that for some as well. Somebody's name could be Sue. I see the name Greg as well in my mind. I heard the hots or the hots. Yeah, I do feel like one of their friends or somebody they know has the hots for you. That's what I'm hearing. So interesting. Very interesting. That may cause some extra drama. I don't even know if you'd personally be interested in that, but I feel like there's drama there. Okay, let's see. What do we have? What else do we have for the collective here? All right. Yeah. You know, I feel like you even stepped into this situation with a pure heart, a loving heart, like I said, a genuine soul. And I feel like this person wore that mask so well that maybe in the beginning you didn't recognize the danger that was just up ahead with this person. Yeah, I feel like you have no problem with depth, but I feel like this person does. I almost wanted to put this on top of this, and this to me was representing depth. So they may have faked the fact that they were a deep person. You know, it doesn't take very long for something like that to show up as true or false, right? I feel like it's very easy to tell when somebody actually has genuine kindness and love, right? Or depth of emotion. Yeah, this person's got that snake-like energy. I feel like it's just not going to change. There will be some communication back and forth. Actually, I feel like they may actually get communication that you're doing very well, that you're out there just living. And like I said, with that Queen of Wands, you were kind of showing up there like you're doing really well. You're looking really good. People are very interested in what you're doing, how you're moving, right? You may be, I want to say getting that money. You may be getting that paycheck out there, doing really well there. I feel like I wanted to say this is the anchor. So you may be locked in really well with a certain job and making really good money. You know, this person may have tried to minimize you and what you do as well, as a side note. This is a butterfly, I do believe. Yeah. A lot of transformation happens very quickly with you. I feel like you turn into a bigger, better version of yourself. And I want to say very, very quickly, I want to say once you break out of this situation with this person, you really soar. You may all of a sudden, it's like you get out of that situation and then they offer you a promotion at your job, or, you know, you get the call back for that job, right? I just feel like, or something side project that you're doing starts bringing in money, right? It's got that energy. It's like once you drop the dead weight, I want to say, because I'm seeing a sinker. Once you drop the dead weight, I just feel like things start flowing in for you. Spirit almost was holding off on some of your blessings until you were completely out of that situation, because they didn't want this person, I heard, pilfering from your coffers, so taking from your store of blessings, right? This person has to do some work so they can kind of earn their own, or to be in a position with someone like you to share those blessings in, right? Vibrationally, not a match, right? We've got the elephant here. Okay, so this is something different. The elephant here just shows that you are strong on your path. And I wanted to say there's no need to question that. Just because you've had weak moments doesn't mean you're not strong, right? In fact, that shows how strong you are, that you could get through those weaker moments, those tougher days, and kind of have a life to show for it, right? I love this. You are strong on your path. There's nothing weak about you, especially if you've gone through something like this. I feel like you gain so much from that. All right, we've got star power here. We've got the moon and the stars. So I want to say keep reaching for your dreams. If your dreams have not yet come into fruition, and you're putting the work in, keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Do not quit. You are going to get there. If you keep shooting for the stars, you will land among them. That's what Spirit's trying to say here today. So you may actually be seen or picked up. I don't know in what terms that is for you, but I want to say people are noticing. I want to say they're noticing you for your talents, for what you're giving, right? I hear 100%. So I feel like not only are they noticing you 100%, but they're seeing that you give your 100%, which I really love. I hear what's not to love, what's not to like, right? I feel like I hear charisma and vibes. It's like you've got it all. If you are going through something like this, you might start shining even brighter. I want to say, it's just as a side note, whether not, no matter if anything in this reading kind of resonated with you, I feel like this is for everyone. That vibe up, I feel like, is really here for everyone. I do feel like it's coming in with the next cycle of the moon as well. I feel like it's just going to help you shine that much brighter. Yeah, I hear something about lighting up the sky. I just feel like you've got some really good things coming. I'm so sorry if you've had to go through all of this. Oh, I didn't go through this one, so let's just hop in here. This heart with the wings, I feel like is you. I feel like you have so much to offer, and you've been giving it to so many different people, but I feel like what Spirit is saying, you giving your heart to someone and them not seeing the value in it doesn't make it less valuable, right? That is an error on their part, and it says nothing about you and the beautiful heart that you give. It is worthy, it is beautiful, it is amazing. Keep sharing that, but make sure you set those healthy boundaries too. Shine light and love on those who maybe want to give back too. So some reciprocity would be nice. Maybe you should just set some boundaries, but don't stop being that beautiful heart because someone else couldn't see it, right? Just keep shining it like you do. All right, collective, that is what I have for you all. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to become part of this Ophiuchus tribe. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye.